Welcome back to FM Storey for the 18th and final season of this save, where we've tried to end the dominance of Rangers and Celtic in Scottish football. I would say we've been pretty successful. So far, we've won the last 9 league titles in a row. The reason we're going for this final season is to try and see if we can set a new record at 10 in a row. We've had a relatively quiet transfer window, but we have both received and spent a lot of money during it. Without further ado, let's see what happened in the summer. So, in terms of the outgoings, one player going out, Bertrand Thibault, left back from centre half, going out to Man City for 45 million. Incomings, so originally we didn't think that there was going to be an awful lot of outgoings or incomings. We didn't think we were going to need the money, so we decided to spend our transfer budget early. And we spent a lot of money on Mikey Moore, which is an awful lot of money for someone who's 32, but is better than anyone we had at the club. And hopefully this last season of the save, he can help us to secure that 10th league title in a row. And then when we moved Thibault on, we thought we could probably do with a left back. There were very, very few left backs around who seemed to be good value for money. So what we've actually done is we've signed a right back, Bondarenko, who we are training to play at left back. He is pretty much more of a attacking fullback than a defensive one. But it has worked. It did work in the past when we retrained Danny Smith to be right back, and it worked wonderfully well. So hopefully the same can happen with Bondarenko. The club's vision for the end of season, we are actually in a takeover at the moment, but we've been in a takeover about 15 times during the 18 seasons of the save, and nothing's really come of it. They want us to reach the latter stage of the Champions League, which means we've got to meet the quarter-final. Having won 3 of the last 4 Champions Leagues and made the semi-final in the other one, that should hopefully be okay. They want us to win the Super Cup. We're playing against Montpellier, who are managed by a former rival of ours in Wayne Rooney from his time at Celtic. Hopefully we can get that one. They want us to win the Premiership, and then they're not too bothered about the domestic cup competitions as long as we're competitive in them. And then looking at the season preview, we are big odds-on favourites. It's the shortest we've been to win the title for the whole save. 10 to 1 on. Not great odds if you were looking to make a book there. And we now have the full 11 of the Media Dream 11 as well. So it's time for the Super Cup against Montpellier and Wayne Rooney. We have played 2 league games to start the season. We started with a 3-1 victory away from Dundee United, where we had to come from behind to get the 3 points. We then followed that up with a 6-0 victory at home against Ross County, where Mikey Moore, on his home debut, had a hat-trick after 7 minutes of the game. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. And we've got everyone available for selection for this game. So hopefully we can put in a good performance, show what we're all about here in Prague, and pick up a trophy to start the season. Palem with a short goal kick to Bordes. Out to Amrani. He overruns it, and we've lost out here. And they've got all the way back to the keeper. Skifidis gets in to nick the ball. Simovic, Luciano, Rajkovic into Mikey Moore in the box. What a finish. Was he onside? It didn't look offside, or at least I don't think it was offside. So we'll see. It's been given. So Skifidis wins the header. Simovic to Luciano, into Rajkovic. Lovely ball. Mikey Moore across the keeper into the far corner. 1-0 up. And he's made a great start to his career with the club. Timed the run perfectly. Just bent it so he stayed on side and then fired it into the far corner. Yeah, throwing for us Amrani to Rajkovic. Luciano onto Skafidis. Bordes goes back to the right, then goes back across to Rakla. Alvarez in acres of space on the left-hand side. Skafidis into Rajkovic, turns from the edge of the box, smashes it into the top corner. That's 2-0, and we are really controlling the game. So Alvarez come forward with it, plays back to Skafidis. He takes a touch into Rajkovic. He rolls the defender and then just bends that into the top corner where the keeper couldn't get it, and that's 2-0. The game's quietened down a bit since the second goal. Not much has happened since then. And there we are, half-time, 2-0, pretty comfortable so far. We do have a few players struggling fitness-wise, so it's probably going to be a case of bringing some players on in the second half just to get some fresh legs on there. But pretty comfortable and exactly what we were looking for so far. Not much seeming to happen here at the start of the second half. Right, free kick, Luciano lifts it in towards the box, it's headed clear. Bustos is going back to pick it up. He's found Luciano on the edge of the box, gets into the box, fires it across the keeper, and he scored very, very similar goal to one of the goals he scored in the first goal he scored in the Champions League final last season. Just arriving in the box, drifting past the man in front of him. Bustos, he takes a touch into the box, goes past the man closest to him, fires it across the keeper into the far corner, and that's us 3-0 up on the hour. Right, they've got a free kick into the box. They've got a head on it, flipped the bar and gone over for a goal kick. Valem with the goal kick to Bordes. To Amrani on the right. Giving the ball away, looking for Duffy. Right, we're certainly pressuring them in the middle of the pitch. Duffy then gets in to win the ball. Down the line for Cochise, making the run off the right, in on his left foot. Looks to bend it in the far corner. The keeper turns it behind for a corner. Bustos to take it from the left. Swings it into the near post. Comes back out. And they've just about got it clear. From the throw, Bustos to take it. Was long. Bordes tries to take it. Rakla tries to take it down, in fact. And now they're breaking. Cochise got back, though. Wins it. Lacan bringing it forward. Duffy wide to Bustos, goes past his man towards the byline, goes down. That's got to be a penalty. And it's been given. And up steps Pedro Simoes. Fires it past the keeper. 4-0. And surely the trophy is ours. The keeper goes the right way. But it's right in the corner. Can't get near it. And the first trophy of the season is heading our way. Into the last few minutes. Nothing much is happening. We've really dominated this game. Possession's been fairly even, but we've had 22 shots, 13 on target. Probably could have had more than what we've had, but we've done a professional job. Come away with a 4-0 victory. And there we go, full time. And we've picked up another bit of silverware. We've just ensured that at the very least this last season we have picked up some silverware. We're not going to go trophyless. Hopefully we can pick up another couple, but the one we really want obviously is the league to make it 10 in a row. We've made it to the end of September. We've got a league game coming up against Dunfermline. We are top of the table, but we've not had as good a start to the season as we've had in the last couple of seasons. We are missing some key players injured, especially Simoes and Amrani. After the Super Cup victory against Montpellier, we played Dundee in the second round of the Scottish League Cup. We came away with a pretty comfortable 2-0 victory there. We then lost 4-2 away at Celtic. We had levelled it up at 1-1. We pulled it back to 3-2 deep in injury time, but then they went up the other end and made it 4-2 and came away with the victory. We bounced back from that with a 5-0 victory over Hearts, and then a 3-0 victory over Hibs, and then a 7-0 victory over Falkirk. The Champions League campaign got underway with a 0-0 draw away at Man United. We then beat Aberdeen 4-0 in the league with a hat-trick from Luciano. And then we got beat 3-2 by Man City in the Champions League. And that Man City team does have a number of our former players. They do have Joel D'Alessandro, the centre midfielder, who scored twice. They've got Jose Casanova, and obviously we sold them Bertrand Thibault in the summer. So we've not got off to the best of starts at the Champions League. League-wise, has been okay, apart from obviously that result against Celtic. As far as the league table is concerned, we are top of the table. We're a point clear of Rangers, 2 points clear of Hibs, 3 points clear of Celtic. We are doing, I mean, Mikey Moore has obviously come in and settled in pretty quickly. But like I say, by this point last season, I think we were probably 5 or 6 points clear at the top rather than 1 point. So we need to get our stuff together, and we can't afford too many more beats like that Celtic one if we're going for that 10 in a row. So this is the side we've picked for the game against Dunfermline. We do have some injury issues, as we said. So Turnbull's playing right back. Zamrani's injured. We've opted, so Rajkovic is only fit enough to play 45 minutes, and Duffy is injured. So we moved Mikey Moore into the number 10 role. Bustos is going to play off the left, with Simowish being injured. Obviously, Cameron Holmes starting through the middle. We are playing Dunfermline, who are sat down in 11th with 1 victory, and the only victory they've had this season has come against Hearts, who are the only team below them in the league. So hopefully it should be a pretty straightforward match. So there's not much happening early on in this game. Right, they've got the ball at the back. And they're looking pretty comfortable on it. Come back to the centre half again. This time it goes back to the keeper. Turnbull jumps on that one and intercepts it, drives forward, finds Bustos in the box, and he scores. And really the first chance when we've managed to take it. And Turnbull pounced on a ball that was a bit short to get to the winger, drives infield, shifts it onto Bustos, who takes a couple of touches, and then beats the keeper from about 13, 14 yards. Puts 1-0 up. Alvarez with the throw. Rackler. Cross to Bordes. He gives the ball away on the edge of our own area. Luckily, they've only managed to hit the woodwork, but that was suicidal play at the back by Bordes. They've gone back to the keeper. It looks as though they might be getting another chance here, attacking down the right-hand side. Alvarez blocks the pass forward. Bustos into Luciano, onto Cochise. Skafidis over the top of Bustos. And he's got his second goal of the season, the second goal of the game for him as well. And in the end, that's ended up being 2 goals in 3 minutes, but really it should have been 1-1 before this. Cochise finds Skafidis first time over the top. Bustos takes it down well, finishes with his second touch, and puts us 2-0 up. Right, Cochise with a corner, hit it up in the air. Rackler nods it down to Bustos, back to Cochise, pulls it across, it's headed clear. As far as Skafidis, Alvarez going down the outside, low cross in, and Mikey Moore has missed a bit of a sitter there in front of goal. But overall, pretty good first half. They've had a bit more of the game than we would have liked, and really they should have equalised before we scored the second. But we have got that 2-goal cushion, so hopefully we can hang on and secure the 3 points. Right, so we sent the same team out to start the second half. Go Chiefs with the corner to the near post. Rackler got up, but headed clear. Bustos goes back to pick it up. Gives it away, but wins it back straight away. Rackler now going down the outside. Back to Alvarez. All the way back to Speedis, who swings the ball wide to the right to Turnbull in acres of space. Gets to the byline, low cross in. And Luciano went down. The referee's now going to look at the monitor. We may well have a penalty here. No penalty. Right. Corner for them. Swung in. Keeper started to come for it. We got a head on it. We still haven't got it clear. And luckily, they just couldn't keep it down. Right, it goes all the way back to their keeper. We're not pressing quite as high. Although we're not letting them get the ball forward too much. The ball forward. Alvarez is beaten in the air. Their player Dimitrov's got on it. McGuinness. Acres of space for them on the left-hand side. Into the box. Turnbull gets back. Clears. Bustos flicks on. It's going to come straight back at us into the box. And that is some dreadful defending. I don't think there's a chance that that's offside, despite the fact that we're seemingly getting a VAR review here. Turnbull's clearance. Bustos gets up and wins a header. It comes straight back to them. First time ball, split the two centre halves. Decent finish. And yeah, that's not looking particularly good at the moment. It was well onside. Right, so we brought some fresh legs on to see if we can wrestle back some control in this game. When you look at the match stats, it's pretty even, and we're pretty lucky to be in front. Alvarez with the throw, short to Ash. Alvarez down the line to Bordes. Rackler in the box. Pulls it back. Bordes across, and there's Jordan Ash. Turn it home. Make it 3-1. Give us that 2-goal push back. And hopefully we can breathe a bit easier now. I mean, Ash must make a great run round there, because he was involved in the move on the left-hand side. He's worked his way free into the box, no one marking him. And it was a simple tap-in, really. Right, throw in for them. Ash gets across to win it. Alvarez, over to Turnbull. Rajkovic turns, goes long over the top. Alan Kerr with a great run. Sat the keeper down, lifted it over him. 4-1. And the substitutions have had a big impact on this second half. Rajkovic, one of the subs, long over the top. Kerr takes it in his stride, sits the keeper down, lifts it over him. That's 4-1, and hopefully that should be enough to see us pick up 3 points. And there we go, full time, 4-1. At one point, it looked like we didn't deserve to win that game. It looked like it was a fairly even game, but too much power in the end, and we've come away with a 4-1 victory. And there we have it. Season 18's underway. We've already managed to pick up the first trophy of the season, winning the Super Cup against Montpellier, as we saw. But league-wise, we're top of the table. We're a point clear of Rangers. Obviously, there's still a lot more work to be done this season if we're going to secure that 10th league title in a row. Champions League not started brilliantly. 1.2 games. And we've got a quarter-final coming up in the Scottish League Cup against Aberdeen. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.